We seem to be leaking a bunch of water. Oh my God, that's a large amount of vehicle. I'm not used to that at all. Okay.
We're Levi and Leah, a Canadian couple living out of our Toyota Prius to complete a road trip of a lifetime.
We left our apartment in the city to spend the next year circumnavigating North America.
Last week we shared our first impressions of Texas as a couple of Canadians.
And this week we leave the Prius behind in the favor of something just a little bit bigger.
Leah and I have lived out of this Toyota Prius for over 7 months now.
And some of the most common feedback from y'all is, why don't you just live in a van? Why are you living in a Prius?
So today we're gonna swap it out.
So this is our home for the next week. Okay, so we go into our little app here and we press start pickup, which hopefully is gonna get us into our van. Did it work? Oh my God, wow, okay. Oh, it's crispy in here. Okay, so this is where we're going to be staying for the next little while. Look, Leah, we have a bed.
Wow,
We have a
this is a nice
whole
big
bed. Oh my God.
We're so high up.
We're here. All right, guys, this is the beginning of our van life adventure. Great. Oh my God, that's a large amount of vehicle. I'm not used to that at all. Okay.
Weird.
Hi, Prius.
Bye, Polly.
We love you.
See you in a week, probably, hopefully.
Oh my God, don't even say that.
Thankfully, today is a short driving day, so we can just, get a feel for it, see how we're doing, and, I don't know, get used to having such a big vehicle around us. You're so far away from me.
I know, it's a whole new experience.
Turn right
Weird.
after Starbucks. On the right, onto South I-35.
We seem to be leaking a bunch of water, and this is making noise. What is going on here? We go check on the tanks.
Well, I think there's a hole in there.
Oh, it's just geysering out of there. Okay, so it's been a minute. It is still leaking. However, I am under the impression that this is simply an overflow pipe, and that this is eventually going to stop. But
It has slowed down a little bit. We'll do the tour and then we'll check in at the end to see if it's still pouring out water.
so this is our 20-foot long cabana van that we are going to be living in, and we rented it for a very special reason.
The main reason that we are trying out this van is because we love life on the road, but realistically, we want something a bit bigger. So before we make that big purchase, we want to try out a few options, see how we like it.
Now, obviously, vans are very expensive, so we didn't want to make that leap, but this is probably the next jump up in terms of size for us from a Prius, especially something that we could live in as we get older
Yep.
in life.
And we want a bathroom all to ourselves.
And one of the main reasons we went with Cabana is because they had a washroom.
So the washroom is tucked behind this cute little door here. You open it up, look, our own toilet. Amazing. This is a wet toilet, so it's not a composting toilet, so we do have a black water tank. We also have a shower.
Yeah, that's very luxurious.
Yeah, like this is a nice size too, with a little fan up here.
So another criteria of whatever future home we end up getting is that I can stand in it. And this is comfortably standable for me. Down here apparently is a little work table / dining table, which we're gonna check out later as we get familiar with the space. But in here we have some hanging storage, and down below here we have some other storage as well.
That slides out too. So you may notice that we have our own fridge here. That's just because Levi and I pack a lot of food when we're traveling. But this one does come with a small Dometic which is tucked in right here. So this has just become our beverage thing. There's La Croix and oat milk. So that's what this is for.
Excuse me, sir, we're trying to vlog.
Leah's gonna show you one of the features that we have yet to try out, which is the pull-out seating option.
Okay.
That is kind of nifty, isn't it? Look at that.
One of the things you'll notice as well is that we have a sink and small counter space here, but we don't actually have any cooking space inside. So what they've done in order to put in a bathroom is that we cook out the back.
We have our kitchen area, which is a little bit bigger than the Prius, so we're pretty excited about that. Cool feature. This van, you pull out your kitchen like sir. I'm not gonna pull it out all the way.
Because we have a lot of stuff on there.
We've brought a bunch of our stuff from the Prius, so we have like a bunch of our dry goods and our wash basin and a bunch of our other stuff. But they have this little camp stove built in and a propane tank which you can use. And we're excited to see how all this works. I think with whatever living situation we purchase next, we will have the cooking area inside just because we know how much we enjoy having that dedicated interior space. And if it is not beautiful out, an outdoor kitchen kind of sucks.
So it also came, not with the Annies, that's ours, with pots and pans, kind of some general cooking stuff. These are our things to refill our water tanks while we're on the road. And a little cute outdoor sink. And there's even space for us to fit our hiking boots and our hammock back there if we happen to find a space to set up the hammock.
Okay, good news. Looks like this is slowing down. We think that it might just be because of the slant of the van.
I think it was just overflowed, and the inside it says that the tank is 100% full, so.
Just more learning that we're doing here with the van already. So we are here on Lake Travis, which is actually a part of the Colorado River, which is kind of crazy. Immediately when we showed up, we noticed how low the water levels were here in this lake, and it's kind of crazy. But we chose this spot specifically because we thought it would be an easy place for us to test out our new cooking setup in the back of the van.
Tonight we're starting very easy and just gonna make some Annies, put some tomatoes in there. This is just to see how the whole cook setup really works.
Annie's is definitely our guilty pleasure. Honestly, a box of this hits like nothing else. So Leah is going inside here to turn on our water pump.
Which I'm pretty sure is this one. I like that we have two sinks actually, it's kind of exciting. Okay.
Look at that. That is pretty nice coming from the Prius. So our first impressions, as we sort of predicted, this is a beautiful outdoor cooking area, but it's an outdoor cooking area.
If you wanted to cook yourself a meal, like your bed's getting wet, everything else, you would just go out for dinner instead. And what we like about the idea of having an indoor space is that you could cook a simple meal inside. Okay.
Sounds like we're getting told to leave because the park is closing.
So Levi is driving us to just outside of the park so we can actually finish cooking our meal. I'm standing here making sure the tomatoes don't hit the ground.
All right, so we have now just found ourselves outside of the park, safely away from where they don't want us, and we're going to set up for the first time our little dining setup to see how it works. Okay.
What does that attaches to that? Does it?
Supposed to go like.
No, I mean it's come that far around. You'd think that would be the way it would go.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there.
Oh, so easy.
That's so easy. Okay. Yeah, probably.
This is not our most beautiful meal, but something simple to check out the cook setup. And there are 2 bowls. Levi just insisted to eat out of the pot.
I like it.
Really, you just like having less dishes to do.
This is true.
Home sweet home for the evening.
So tonight we're going to be spending the night in a Walmart parking lot.
This will be better than the one we were in Las Vegas because, hey, we have our own bathroom. Woohoo!
But just for the sake of old times, we're gonna head on in there, see if we can pick up some groceries and use the bathroom. Your favorite kind. A squirt bottle to replace our last one.
Necessary. It's my favorite. I want it. It's for me.
We have a little home in the parking lot.
Cozy home in the parking lot.
So this is honestly one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to try this out is boondocking. We wanted to have a rig where we could comfortably hang out when we're sleeping in random spots, and this is gonna be like a nice little test for us.
We boondocked a ton when we were first coming through the States, but you know, having to get up and go pee in the middle of the night was always a bit of a trick. We're done with that. We have our own bathroom now. I'm doing the inaugural bathroom test. I won't bring you in there with me, but it should be fun. I don't know.
What? Bring it in there.
When I'm peeing?
Yeah, just go for it. Why not? They're not gonna see you pee.
Is there a light in here? Okay, we figured out the light. There's so much room. We'll have to try a composting toilet next time. This is just like easy, you know, using a regular toilet. Sorry if you're watching this, Mom and Dad. Love you.
You're being so awkward.
I feel awkward. I just have to pee. I set it up on the toilet paper thing while I pee.
Does it look good?
Yeah. Where's the tag?
So here we have our Wi-Fi name and password.
This is great. I have to teach this week. Is this gonna help? PC 14.
And we're watching The Crown on the Wi-Fi from the van. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay, gang. Well, it has been a busy day, a big day, and the beginning of a new adventure. So we're going to enjoy our little siesta here in the van, watch a bit of The Crown, and go to bed.
I'm so excited to make like tea in the morning inside with a kettle. Oh, it's gonna be great.
Good night, everyone. Well, good morning, team. From the luxury of the back of the van.
It's so nice.
We slept really well last night. We figured out how to use the TV, so we were actually able to watch a show.
That was amazing. To literally lay in bed, have a TV right there.
It was
Even when
very
we're at
nice.
home, we don't have that. We don't have a TV in the bedroom, so, wow.
So we figured out why our pasta last night tasted weird.
Our Annie's tasted vaguely chemically or like plasticky last night, and we were like, is it the pot or something?
I had the guess that it was the water, and
We texted the Cabana people who rented the van, and we were like, hey, our water tastes really bad. Can we drain it and refill it? And he says, hey, the water is not for drinking as it is fresh water, not potable water. And I said, will we die now? And he said, no, you just shouldn't drink the water anymore. And I said, I can't stop. I just keep drinking it. I think I'm addicted. The problem is, what are you supposed to do? Like, if the water that comes out of the tap isn't drinkable, Like, I guess we have to go and get our water jug so that we have drinkable water with us in the van. Like,
But then where do we store it?
I don't know.
Like, do other people in vans have a separate, like, fresh water, potable water, and then, like, gray water?
This is what I'm wondering. So after weeks of dealing with a broken squirt bottle, we finally have another one.
Wow.
And this is a huge hack that we've talked about before. It's just the best way to do your dishes. Okay, so that was our first 12 hours living in a van.
It was actually really nice. I would say really good sleep, having a bathroom and like a sink to have access to all the time. Amazing. If you wanted to cook your breakfast though inside, you could. We just had like yogurt, fruit, and granola, but yeah, doing the dishes and stuff needing to be outside, fair weather only.
Now we have a whole week in this van, but I think there's something that we should tell you before we get into this. This is not a sponsored video. Cabana is not a part of this video in any way, and if you were considering renting a van, the cost is something that you should be aware of. This van cost us $1,150 for 5 nights.
That's American.
American dollars, and that does not include gas. So it's an expensive, luxurious thing to be able to do, and if we weren't making videos about it, I don't know if we would have booked it, but we will give you that full answer in next week's video. How was it?
It was hot for a minute. It was cold.
Guys, help!